nobody watching this video, welcome back, or not back if this is the first video you're watching, to another episode of Squid-Boy talks about something nobody cares about. Yay! Anyways, so today, or tomorrow also, and probably yesterday, whatever time you decide to watch this video, I've decided to talk about the lost city of Atlantis, and more specifically, why the lost city of Atlantis is really stupid. You see, there's a certain pattern that happens with myths. Usually, we don't really know who the originator of the myth is. They kind of just get passed around for generations until like 3 people decide to write about it and all of their versions contradict each other. But that's not the case for the lost city of Atlantis. We know who the creator is. We know a lot about who the creator is. You see, the originator of the myth was Plato, quite popular Greek guy who did some things at one time. Now, I want to clarify some things about Atlantis for people who aren't kind of unfamiliar with the actual myth. First of all, Atlantis was not filled with weird fish people that could breathe underwater. It was filled with dead people who drowned to death because the city went underwater. Now, it is true that in the myth, the rulers of Atlantis were the sons of Poseidon, but there's this weird thing about what the ancient Greeks thought of Poseidon. You see, usually, rather than his children getting, Poseidon's ability to rule over 3/4 of the planet or shake the earth with earthquakes, the ancient Greeks decide, you know what they should get? The ability to have a really cool horse, because, Poseidon is also the Greek god of horses. For some reason, I don't know why, that just seems kind of like tacked on there. Another thing that people seem to write off about the myth of Atlantis is that people just seem to write off that half of the myth was actually about Athena, which for some reason was really more like Sparta because Plato thought it was cool. It's kind of a weird, complicated thing. But the thing that makes the myth stupid to believe is the fact that Plato included a lot of things that are just verifiably super false. Firstly, the entire story takes place 9,000 years before the period that Plato lived in, which puts it firmly before any civilization ever recorded. It's like in the Stone Age. But that's not even the stupidest part. You see, the lost city of Atlantis was never actually lost, because Plato said exactly where it was. Like, exactly. By reading it, and if it was real, you could just go there. Then Plato goes on to say that because this city sunk, that's the reason why you can't sail off the coast of Spain into the Atlantic Ocean. This is something he just made up. You could do that. Nobody even knows why he said that. But in typical human fashion, people decide, hey, even though a lot of these things are just like false, and we know this even at the time, maybe everything else that isn't false is correct. That thing humans do to look for stupid things like Bigfoot or the City of Gold. I should do a video about the City of Gold. It's actually kind of even stupider. Yeah, so anyways, thank you for watching this video to the end. Or unthank you if you just skip to the end. Yeah, I see you, one person who did that probably. Whoa guys, I heard you could find the lost city of Atlantis if you click on the subscribe button. They'll never guess my clever ploy to get them to subscribe.